name is Cindy. It's so good to see you today. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. It is Friday. Some people call it Friday. TGIF. TGIF. It is Friday. I'm headed to school. Um, I'm kind of energetic at the moment, but boy, did I have a hard time getting up this morning. It is Friday, and I don't know why. I think I'm really tired because, last week I traveled from Wednesday. We got up really early on Wednesday, and we rode in the car all the way to Virginia, stayed overnight, went to South Carolina, and we had a graduation. We visited family. We got in every moment we possibly could together at an Airbnb. It was awesome. Shout out, thank you to my daughters. They're awesome. They set it all up and it was great. And we had a great time. And then we drove back. It was a lot of driving and it was exhausting. Of course, I didn't really drive. It's amazing how tired I get just sitting in the car, riding in the car on the way somewhere. But so that was last week. And then we had a full 5-day week this week. And my title for this video is that I'm quitting my 9 to 5 job in 2 weeks. I have 2 more weeks and I am quitting. I am so done. But yeah, I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher, so I'm quitting for the summer, but I'll be back in September. So it's a little bit of a tease. But the reason why I put that as my title was to be a catchy title, but also to say, yes, I'm quitting my 9 to 5. It's not really 9 to 5 though. It's more like 8 o'clock to 3:30. 8 o'clock to 2:30 teaching job. And so what do? I do have a tutoring job I'm going to maintain throughout the summer, hopefully. And that's 3 days a week, 1 hour a day, 3 times a week. And I don't think that's bad. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to continue with that. And then I'm also going to go see my grandbaby, go see some more grandbabies, and we'll see what else. I have my mom that I'm going to be visiting here and there. And so I have a lot going on this summer, plus, housework and stuff. Can't forget that. That kind of goes by the wayside for all the other stuff. But yeah, so the reason I kind of put that as my title was because also I've seen on YouTube a lot of people get views for videos that say, I quit my 9 to 5, I quit my 9 to 5, and I'm going to do YouTube. And unfortunately, I have not made any money on YouTube. But, some people do. Some people do, and you can't deny it. You just have to say, some people do, some people don't. Hey, Kelly Rudolph, thank you so much for coming. And yeah, so I'm a teacher. I'm quitting my job in 2 weeks because we're out for the summer in 2 weeks. But like I said, it's not really 9 to 5. But there's this one girl and her name is Dodash, and she's on YouTube, and she started out by talking about DoorDash. She was going to do DoorDash and how much money she was making. And honestly, when I got started in YouTube, I did start kind of to show my kids recitals and stuff. And yes, I am going back in the fall. It was kind of a tease title. It was kind of like a clickbait, right? I'm quitting, but I'm going back in the fall. And I have a special arrangement for next year because I'm in the State House and I miss Thursdays. I'm actually going to be teaching and 4 days a week, and I'm going to have Thursdays off. And that was kind of a cool idea by the principal. She thought of it, how about we just give you Thursdays off and you can do 4 days, and then you can have the one day for the State House. And I don't go to the State House every single Thursday, but I also have my mom, I have my daughter who has kids, and I thought that's pretty cool to have a job and have Thursdays off. So I'll take it. So I'm actually going back with a different plan. So thank you so much for coming to the channel. I appreciate it. give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you're new to my channel. If you're a new friend, hello, thank you for stopping by, and give me some watch time. Yeah. So I just was going to talk about DoorDash. She started out by talking about her DoorDash job. And so I was like, she also lost a lot of weight. I think that brings in a lot of viewers. Like, if you have some kind of really major accomplishment and people watch that, um, procedure. And so she had DoorDash, she lost a lot of weight, and she's very energetic. Like, she gets on the video and she's like, ah! She's all excited. And now she talks about how to go on YouTube, and she tells everybody to go on YouTube, quit your job, go on YouTube. You can make $1 million. And yeah, that has not happened to me yet. But I have gotten some faithful viewers. So thank you for those of you who are faithful to my channel. And I'm hoping that my channel grows. I'm hoping that I find ways to make more interesting videos. And we'll see what happens. But, I don't think that everybody can just quit their 9 to 5 job and do YouTube. If you want to, you can. I only have 290 subs of Squiddy. Okay. I got more subs by doing these lives because it seems like people surf by, and a lot of times new people come and they will give you a thumbs up. Another way you can get viewers or subscribers is, go to other people's small channels, make friends. And when you make friends with them, they make friends with you. They have friends, you can share friends, stuff like that. When I was originally got really a lot of subscribers, I was working for a company, VIP Kid, teaching online, and I was trying to recruit people. I was giving tips for people on how to teach from that platform. I got some people that came to my channel that I was able to coach into getting that job. And so I got a commission from the company. Plus, I got viewers, and I became the iPad user guru for that company. And that's kind of like all free. It's nothing was paid for or anything. But I did make some videos for GoGo Kid, and I did get money for that, like $30, something like that. And so, yeah, I've been working on it for a long time. And I think that when you have something that people want, like either if it's a product, like say you like a teaching job, I know how I can help you get a teaching job online without school or VIP Kid or some other company. Or if you have some kind of um, service to offer. Like, I know the Minimal Mom, she does decluttering. I love watching her channel. And, if you have something that people need from you, I think that's where the channels grow. I know a kid that grew up in New Hampshire. I knew him when he was like a toddler, and he has a channel all about being debt free. And he is in his 20s and he's retired. And he did a lot of things, and then when he started going on YouTube, he became a YouTube famous, and I believe he just lives off of YouTube. I don't know, but he also has really good money hints, like, yeah, don't spend any money. He's a minimalist money person, and I love his story. I recommend his story to young people because I'm like, this is how you can pattern yourself after this guy. Like, he has done a lot of good things. He started out in high school with a cleaning company with his family, and then he bought a duplex and he fixed it up, rented out the other side, did Airbnb with his brother. And he's very good at, construction. He said he didn't spend any of his money. He saved up to buy, his house and everything. And then then he did investments, like financial investments, and he has all of the story on his YouTube channel. His name is Gabe Gabe, Gabe, Bult, Bult. And he has an amazing YouTube channel with lots of great hints for young people and how to, think outside the box and how to manage your money and how to make time for your family and still live in this overpriced, scary economy, really. You can't just get a job and work and expect to make it in this economy. And so, there are people who do YouTube and do well with it. My friend Cherie Burlington, I mentioned her before. She does art and people love her art. They love her like talks while she's doing the art. And she's only been doing it for a few months and she has thousands of viewers. She's tapped into something that's really popular, I guess. I never had seen it before. It's called gel printing. Like you get this gel thing, you put ink on it, and then you press it down and you can make prints. So I'm sort of learning how to do that. I made some journals. I wasn't majorly happy with them, so I didn't end up giving them away. But I don't know. It's the kind of thing you can go back and redo them. But I'm actually thinking about um, decorating my classroom next year with some of her art type, like make my own art, but kind of pattern it after her ideas because it's very geometric, very pleasing to the eye, unique. I figured if I could have fun making this art and then I could use it in my classroom, what's the worst that could happen? It could look bad. But I thought, it would be fun and it's geometric and mathematical and interesting. So that's my idea to get me like I like to have big ideas to work on for like the summer and stuff. So I also need to work on some projects for the fair in the fall. Maybe I'll make one of those for the fair. I told my friend to make one. Maybe she will now that she knows that everybody loves it. That it's on YouTube. Like she's had people even ask her to buy her projects. So she's actually monetized already in just a few months. So it can happen if you have the right formula, if you have figured it out, you can make it big on YouTube, but it's not necessarily everybody. And so that's the story. So yeah, my clickbait is I'm quitting my 9 to 5 in 2 weeks. Well, my job isn't really 9 to 5. It is 8 o'clock to 3:30, and I'm going to be quitting my job as I know it because next year it's going to be different. I'll be going to the same school. I have one student left in my family that will be um, graduating next year. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I mean, my whole life has been raising kids and, doing for them. I was married 3 years. Oh, Cybertruck. Cybertruck. I always like to, sometimes when I'm driving with my boys and there's a really cool car, I'll be like, "Cool car alert," and everybody look, what's the cool car? But whenever I see Cybertrucks, they're very rare sightings. So I will say what I just did, Cybertruck. Yeah. So yeah, along this road yesterday, there was a big fire. On the other side, it would be the northbound. There was some sort of a vehicle that was completely on fire, and that was yesterday at about like, oh no, it was when we were going down. It was early in the morning, and they must have been working on that all day long because it was still holding traffic up last night. So yeah. So we are headed to school today, and today's Friday. If you didn't know that, and so I am headed to school, and It's really nice today. As you can see, we do have some white clouds, but they're pretty fluffy. They might dissipate today, and it's pretty warm. Today I'm wearing this t-shirt. This is our school shirt, and everybody got the same shirt at the beginning of the year, all the teachers and staff. So the plan is everybody wears them today because it's like Teacher Appreciation Week, and we have had different fun things that we've done. We did the first day we dressed floral colors, like floral dresses and stuff, and then we did um, what was it? We did Western Day, we did Black Day yesterday, and we did what was the other one? Can't think of it at the moment. So today's just wear your school shirt, and it's Friday, so I'm wearing my casual pants for a casual Friday. And here we are. And I'm just really tired today, so I'm really glad that it's Friday. I don't have any big plans tonight. Do you have big plans tonight? A lot of times we go out to eat on Friday nights. This week was really, I wasn't real good about making meals this week. I kind of did everything quick, but we got through it. And I didn't spend a lot of money on food because I was just like in and out, in and out, in and out. And last week we spent tons of money on food because we were on vacation. So I kind of like scrimped a little bit, and I did do like I had like a meal. It's like a frozen chicken Alfredo with vegetables in it and all the macaroni. I made that Monday night, and I thought it was really good. My son didn't really like it. I thought it was I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was almost pretty close to homemade. Um, you just I bought it at BJ's. It's just in a bag and everything's in it. You just put it in the pan and it's done in like 10 minutes. Oh, wow. Your daughter's graduating from nursing school. Congratulations. That's awesome. My daughter Naomi graduated nursing school a few years ago. And yeah, she just had her second child, so she's done everything all at once. She's a really hard worker. And then once she had the second child, she realized, you know, I'm going to spend more time with my kids. So she works like 2 days a week, and they do long days. And then she is able to spend the rest of the week with the kids. So she's kind of like, a nurse and a full time mom. So it's pretty good. And then my daughter Julie just had her first child last Sunday on Mother's Day. So that was pretty momentous. And so they're at home trying to navigate, having a baby because they have been married. I think it's been 12 years they've been married with no kids. And so it is a big difference. They've always had two dogs, but no kids. So this is very exciting. So that little kid's going to be spoiled. That little kid is going to be totally spoiled. And yeah, so that's really fun. Julie is my second daughter, and she always, she always loved the babies and stuff, but she was more the she would babysit a lot, but she wasn't the majorly motherly type like my oldest daughter. And I just remember them when they were little, and I would bring home a baby, number 10, number 11. And at the end of the day, the kids would be like, it's time for her to go to sleep. I haven't gotten to hold the baby yet. I just remember that. It's like I can hear their voices saying it. And I'm just thinking of Julie. I'm like, Julie, you get your own baby now. Like, you don't have to worry about not getting a turn. So it's very exciting. And the baby already has like so many clothes. She's already sent a million pictures with all different outfits. So it's very exciting. Thank you for the kind words. Congratulations on the new baby. So yeah, we're headed to school and I'm really thankful that I have this school to go to, and I'm going to not do it in this video because I've already talked for quite a while, but coming up, I'm going to talk about how I got this job at this school. It's about 40 minutes from my house. New Hampshire is very populated, and I did not know these people before I got this job. And it was kind of an act of God how I got this job. And I will be going into my 5th year. I was a little bit nervous, like when I hit the 3 year mark, if I would want to stay because 3 years at the first school, 3 years at the second school, and I thought maybe I can only handle 3 years. Maybe familiar, you know, that phrase, familiarity breeds contempt. Like maybe I'll get to know everyone, they'll get to know me, and you know, 3 years is the maximum I can handle. But I'm signing up for next year, but I have the summer off. So that's what I love about having a teaching job. And I do want to have a second little part time job during the summer, whether it's going to be tutoring or we'll see. I loved VIP Kid because it was so regular. You could get up early, you could do your classes. They put your money in in your bank at the end of the week. It just was so awesome. And I did open up slots, but I haven't gotten any bookings yet. And it might be for a couple of different reasons. It's been a while since I've signed up for them, so maybe I need to update my certificates and everything. So I don't know. I really like that job because you could get up early. I got paid like $22 an hour or so, maybe 24, I can't remember. And that was pretty good for just being home. You know, I could work 3 to 4 hours a day and then, you know, in the mid morning hours, and then you're done for the day and you get a paycheck. Like, how many jobs can you go work 3 to 4 hours for $20 when everybody else is sleeping? And, you know, it's just a really good setup. If I do tutoring, it's going to be daytime. You know, so that cuts into my days if I want to go like with my friends somewhere, then it kind of cuts into my day because, you know, it's on the same time zone. So I'm thinking about that. And then there's also Cambly, but Cambly is like really cheap. They're like $7 an hour or something. But that's still better than nothing, right? It's a little bit of extra money. But I know Nifty 50, she does teaching online throughout school and does, maybe I'll talk more to you about that because I would like to do something, but I'd like to do early morning and I don't want to do, I don't want to make it a big deal. I spent a lot of time learning how, learning how to do VIP Kid and learning how to teach online. And it's just my favorite job though was when a few of us we did camp. That was really cool. For one whole week we did camp throughout school, and we got paid pretty good money for that because we taught at the public school. I taught yarn crafts, and then my friend Rebecca, she taught science experiments, and then another girl did art. So we all did that, and you know, but that was still like a daytime thing. Like that took up your mornings basically. It was like, I don't know, it was probably only a couple hours, 10 to 12 or something. It wasn't too bad, but it was good money. It was really good money. So, but I'm not sure they are doing that anymore. It was kind of an experiment. So anyway, thank you for coming to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting my channel. And happy Friday. Happy Friday, and I hope to see you again soon on my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.